Hello and welcome back to the Scale Building Cafe and welcome to this week's update. I think it's going to be fairly quick because there hasn't been a lot of news out there. Anyway, let's move on. So, channel update, part 1 of the Post Apocalyptic Hobby Boss AN-2 Colt went up last Sunday. That is, as is traditional, is a introduction to the project. So in it I talk about my kind of vision really. I think, as I said before, we've all got an idea in our mind of exactly what we want to achieve with a model, and that's what I try and get across in these intros to the projects. Made slightly easier this time in the fact that I was well down the road of the project. So yeah, that was quite easy to get across actually, because it was sat there right in front of me. But there we go. I also go into all the detail of all the aftermarket and scratch built stuff that I've got to go in. Obviously that list is very, very long, but yeah, bear with it. And yeah, hope you get something out of that. So that was part 1. Part 2 is going up on Sunday. That's already uploaded. Scheduled for 6 o'clock in the evening on Sunday, UK time, or GMT, or Zulu, or whatever you want to call it. So pop over and have a look at that. That episode is all about the airframe prep. So the scribing of all the wings and the tail surfaces, all the riveting, opening up all the holes, basically getting the airframe ready so we can start detailing up the inside and doing that, which is part 3, which will be the week after. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to break that down, whether I'm going to have one long episode and do the cabin and the cockpit, or both cabins and the cockpit, or if I split it up and into sort of 2 shorter episodes, one detailing the rear cabins, both of them, the other just dealing with the cockpit. I'm not entirely sure yet. I'll probably go down that path, I think. I have to see what I'm editing. I've almost finished editing that first bit, just need to do the second bit. So that's what's coming on the channel. Again, I'm sorry, no review of the new ammo A-stand metallics. Once again, things just ran away with me. But I have a few days off next week. So I really hope I can get that done for you. It'll only be a short one. And what I may do is just inject a few little bits from the Key 84 and the Lightning videos, just so you can see how it goes down. But yeah, there we go. I'm really hoping. I know I keep promising it, and I fail miserably to deliver. But like I say, some time off next week, and hopefully I'll be able to get that done. Right, the project. It sat just there, and I'm really excited because I've done a fair amount actually this week. So the engines were put onto the wings were put onto the fuselage, as was the canopy, and lots of weathering. And I've started with the final stretch now, the greeblies. I'm just looking at it now. The undercarriage is all done. It's on. The gun pods are on. I've just finished actually doing the step ladder thing to get onto the roof. Next job is a few more greeblies to come, and I need to do the gunner positions. I'm going to try and do a satellite dish if I can, the top turret, and just a few other little sticky bits, and it's done. So I'm hoping it's going to be done next week. You want to see it, don't you? Right, here we go. Right, check this out. Here it is, in all its glory. I've got to be careful where I hold it actually. It's really quite heavy with the 2 engines on. But there we go. Now, the 2800 is not stuck on. That's just placed in, as are the propellers. I just put them on there to show you actually. But here she is. Just awesome. It looks so cool, really funky. Some of the things to talk about then, some of the little details. I've done the exhausts, they're on. The gun barrels are master barrels for the Stuka, the 37mm cannons, the anti-tank Stuka. That's what they're from. Lots of wire for the like the ladder to get onto the roof, as I previously mentioned. I'm debating whether to do some extra wiring. I think I might leave it because there's so many sticky out bits. But there's a grill, there's a spare wheel, the aircon, this white thing here is on. And I know what I'm going to do the very last bit, but I'm going to save that for a surprise. I know, what a tease, eh? But there we go. As I said, it's really quite heavy. There's a lot of resin in this. Most of it, I think, is the Sabre engines, actually. But yeah, it's it's really cool. I love it. It's right up there with the Bronco, if not even surpassing the Bronco, I think, as my favourite model of all time. We shall see. But yeah, this one's called Death Punch 2. The Bronco is Death Punch. Yeah, there we go. Right, I'll put it down there because the last thing I'll do is want to ding something while I'm handling it. But yeah, it's just so exciting. It's rare that I get that enthusiastic and that excited about a model. But that one, boy oh boy, yeah, just so pleased with how it's turned out. I really am. It's really exciting. I'm going to try next year to get it to Telford. I shan't be going because I'll be stuck out here. But I'll give it to Andy, who's the competition secretary, and I'll let him look after it, and then he can sort it out. So yeah, hopefully you'll be able to see it in the flesh, so to speak. So that's the Antonov, and really that's probably going to take me up to, well, it will take me up to Christmas, because we are, as I said, I've got a few days off next week, and then the week after we're up at the new place for 5 days, and on day 5 I fly home for Christmas. So what I want to do is I want to get a lot of editing done on that next week as well, although I've got an awful lot of study to do and crumbs. Very, very busy week coming up next week, but I need to get that finished next week. So it's off the bench. And then if I can get all the editing done and uploaded, get that all out the way, then I can chill out then. That's going to be the aim. But I do have a lot of work to do as well. Lots of study. I'm starting the Wizzo training course. Not that I'm going to be a Wizzo, but I'm going to be training the Wizzos, and I need to be trained how to train the Wizzos. So that's all going to be going on. So it's full on. I'm looking forward to Christmas and seeing the new house because we've moved. Right, there we go. That's that. A little bit of news. Not too much. No new kits, but just a few little updates. The Tacom Apache, it looks like that's going to be, RRP is going to be £99.99. I'm assuming it's going to be the same in euros if you are in Europe. That is a massive assumption. There are already pre-orders out there at discounted prices, so you could probably get it for 85 or 90 quid if you just shop around. I think that really is a bit of a bargain actually, because that's going to have full cockpit interior. I think it's the Tacom one with the engines as well. You get the full engines. I'm not quite sure, but that's going to keep you busy for a long old time, and it's going to be a bit of a beast sat on the bench. So I'm actually severely tempted. Do I go for Tacom or Meng? I think I would probably go for Meng. I know it's called Mung, but in English it's spelt Meng, so I'm going to call it Meng. It's the same. You know, people say Porsche. Look at me, I'm a car enthusiast, but they don't say München when they talk about Munich, do they? So there we go, I'm going to call it Meng. And I purely say that, nothing against the Tacom kit, it's going to be beautiful, but I think the Meng might be easier to go together. Fewer parts count, that kind of thing. That's a pure guess, I really don't know, but that's just me. Right, and the last little bit is HS Models, who I've never really heard of before. A couple of weeks ago they announced a 144 scale Seahawk, and it looked insane, the detail on it. I don't know if that's going to be a 3D printed model. They've done a test print in 3D printing. So whether it's just going to come like that, I don't know. I don't know whether it's going to be cast or whether it's going to be, that's just a prototype and it's going to be injection molded. I have absolutely no idea. But they have just released some CAD images of the engines and the rotor head. And it looks incredible. Bearing in mind, it's 144. If that was 35th scale, everyone would be going, oh my days, that's incredible. But 144, insane. And I'm definitely going to get one. 100% I'm going to get that. I just have to. I just hope they do the links next and then I can do everything. But that's that. Okay, there we go. That's all the news I have for you. What I'm going to do now is edit this up, upload it. I'm in a little bit of baking carrot cakes as well to take them into work. And I need to pack because obviously we're on kind of detachment in the week. So yeah, busy. And if I've got any time left over, I might just start adding on a few extra bits to the Antonov and progressing with that. But I'm looking at it now. I keep looking over there, don't I? Because I'm looking at it and yeah, I just love it. It's so far today, it is my favourite model. There we go. And I've got lots of favourites. So there we go. Right, crumbs. I'm in danger of starting to waffle even more now, so I'm going to cut it short. Thank you very much for watching. Look out, as I said, for part 2 of the Antonov project coming on Sunday, and then every Sunday after that as they all run through. As I said, I'll keep my ear close to the ground to see if there's any 2023 announcements. If they are, I'll hope to bring them straight to you. There we go. Right, time to crack on. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.